Sairam children, welcome to online session. Today we will do active English. Chapter 5. Rewrite each pair of sentences as one sentence. Use so, that. So what we have to do? We have to rewrite each pair of sentences. Each pair means two sentences are given and we have to rewrite as one sentence. Using so, that. First question. He hid himself very carefully. No one could see him. So the answer is he hid himself so carefully that no one could see him. The answer is he hid himself so carefully that no one could see him. Now what is the technique what we have to do? We have to use so. So very is left out. Remember, he hid himself so carefully that no one could see him. So very is left out. And in that place we are using so. And we are rewriting as one sentence. So in this full stop, in place of this full stop, we are using that. So the next, that is the first letter of the next sentence will become small now. So N will become small. So these things also we have to keep in mind. So the answer is he hid himself so carefully that no one could see him. And now we are rewriting as one sentence. So one full stop at the end. Next sentence. She walked very quietly. No one heard her coming. So the answer is she walked so quietly that no one heard her coming. So the answer is she walked so quietly that no one heard her coming. So what we have to keep in mind, very is left out. In that place we are using so. She walked so quietly that, so this full stop will also go, that no one heard her coming. One full stop at the end. And after that the next letter, that is small because your N is capital. It is the first letter of the next sentence. But now we are using it as small letter. So these things also we have to keep in mind. So the answer is she walked so quietly that no one heard her coming. He spoke very loudly. The people in the next room could hear him. Yes children, try. The answer will be he spoke so loudly that the people in the next room could hear him. He spoke so loudly that the people in the next room could hear him. So remember, yes, very is left out. In that place, so. And in the place of this full stop, that. So next letter, this T will become small, one full stop at the end. He spoke so loudly that the people in the next room could hear him. Next, he spoke very angrily. Everyone was frightened. So the answer should be he spoke so angrily that everyone was frightened. What is the answer? He spoke so angrily that everyone was frightened. So check the answer. He spoke so angrily that everyone was frightened. Next. She played the sitar very beautifully. Everyone clapped. Yes children, try now. What is the answer? She played the sitar so beautifully that everyone clapped. Yes, check the answer. Answer is she played the sitar so beautifully that everyone clapped. She did her work very carefully. The teacher was very pleased. Yes, so the answer is she did her work very carefully that the teacher was very pleased. Here very will come. See here in this sentence, very is in both the sentences. She did her work very carefully. Here also very is there. The teacher was very pleased. But we have to leave one very. So that is, she did her work so carefully. This very is left out and so is used. She did her work very carefully that the teacher was very pleased. This very we have to write. So all these things, children, keep in mind while writing the answer. Answer is, she did her work so carefully that the teacher was very pleased. And one full stop at the end. So all these things keep in mind. He did his work very carelessly. He was given no marks. So the answer is, yes children, try. What we have to use? So that, right? He did his work so carelessly that he was given no marks. Answer is, he did his work so carelessly that he was given no marks. Next sentence. Mr. Shah spoke very clearly. Even the people at the back could hear him. So the answer is, yes children, try. Mr. Shah spoke so clearly that even the people at the back could hear him. So answer is, Mr. Shah spoke so clearly that even the people at the back could hear him. Remember, these things are to keep in mind. One full stop at the end. And we have to use so that. Next. The boy tied up the parcel very loosely. Everything fell out. So this now you have to try and you have to write. You are ready with your writing material also? Yes, book and pen. So write. The boy tied up the parcel so loosely that everything fell out. Write the children answer. The boy tied up the parcel so loosely. So will come. That everything. So this E will also become small. Everything fell out. So the answer is, the boy tied up the parcel so loosely that everything fell out. Yes. Next. He wrote very neatly. The teacher pinned his work on the board. So the answer is, he wrote so neatly that the teacher pinned his work on the board. He wrote so neatly that the teacher pinned his work on the board. So this you have to write on your own. Next. He spoke very politely. His parents were pleased. So the answer is, he spoke so politely that his parents were pleased. Answer is, he spoke so politely that his parents were pleased. Next question. Choose the best answer. First one. Mr. Das was hurt in a road dash. And the options are A. Act, B. Strike, C. Attack, D. Accident, E. Ambulance. So the answer is, we have to choose the best answer. So which is the correct option? Mr. Das was hurt in a road. Yes children, it is road act, in a road strike, in a road attack, in a road accident. So the correct answer is accident. Mr. Das was hurt in a road accident. Which option it is? D. So you have to take the correct option D. Mr. Das was hurt in a road accident. D option. Next. Before you can go into the cinema, you must buy a dash. Options are A. Stamp, B. Ticket, C. Seat, D. Chair. E. Bill. So what is the correct option? Before you can go into the cinema, you must buy a. So what we buy when we go to watch a movie or we go into the cinema? We buy a stamp, we buy a ticket, we buy a seat, we buy a chair, or we buy a bill. So the correct answer is, what we buy, children? Ticket. Which option it is? B. So the answer is, before you can go into the cinema, you must buy a ticket. B option. So you know now, when we go to the cinema to watch a movie and all, we buy a ticket. Next. The first dash for winning the lottery was rupees 1 lakh. That is, the first dash for winning the lottery was rupees 1 lakh. And the options are A. Ticket, B. Money, C. Prize, D. Prize, E. Offer. So when you buy a lottery ticket, what you get? The first dash for winning the lottery. What it is? First ticket, first money, first prize, offer. So it is the first prize. Which one? D. P-R-I-Z-E. Prize. And which option it is? D. So the answer is, the first prize for winning the lottery was rupees 1 lakh. Prize. P-R-I-Z-E. Prize. Okay. Now next. Oh dear. Oh dear, said Mrs. Das. I have forgotten my purse. I am afraid that my dash is not as good as it used to be. Options are A. Remembering, B. Remember, C. Memory, D. Prize, E. Remembrance. So the answer is, yes children, what we say? Oh dear, said Mrs. Das, I have forgotten my purse. I am afraid that my dash is not good. What it is, children? The correct option is memory. So that my memory is not as good as it used to be. Which option it is? C. So the answer is memory. C. Next one. From New Delhi to London is a long dash. And the options are A. Distance, B. Travel, C. Difference, D. Differences, E. Different. So from New Delhi to London is a long what? Long distance, long travel, long difference, differences, different. So the correct option is, when you read the full sentence, the options will come to know the answer. From New Delhi to London is a long distance. Which one it is? Long distance. Which option it is? A. From New Delhi to London is a long distance. Which option? A. Next. The bus conductor told the passenger that the dash was 20 rupees. A. Fee, B. Far, C. Fear, D. Fare, E. Fare. Now D. Fare is F-A-R-E and E. F-A-I-R. So the answer is, the bus conductor told the passenger that the dash, what it is? When we travel by bus and all, what we pay? We pay the fare. Which fare? F-A-R-E. So which option it is? D. The bus conductor told the passenger that the fare was 20 rupees. That is fare. That is not fee or far or fear. It is which fare? F-A-R-E. Fare which we pay for the travel. So that is F-A-R-E, fare. And even F-A-I-R. This is also, no, this is not this fare. It is F-A-R-E. So thank you children. We will continue in the next session. So chapter 5, go through both the activities using so that and choose the best answer.